For some time now. There's been, some activity, or pleasant, unpleasant, but it has raised a lot of concern. Well, now we're joined by Opunabo Inko-Tariah, who is a human rights activist, and thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you, Chamberlain.
Clarify this for us. I mean, in 2007, you were chairman of Media and Publicity Committee for the PDP?
Yes, subcommittee in Rivers.
Subcommittee.
Yes.
And then you also contested election on the platform of ACN
in 2011.
Oh. And then
for the Federal House of Reps.
So which part? Are you in any party now?
In PDP now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, back to PDP. Back to PDP.
Nice. Okay, so going by, I mean, we've seen what's going on in the state and different perspectives, different shades of opinion, expectedly, in this kind of case. But interestingly, it's an intra-party matter.
Yes.
From your perspective, what's the bone of contention? What's the crux of the matter?
I think what is going on is just a referendum of a people's disapproval of a system. Now, it didn't just start today, it snowballed to this point. A lot of people believe that what we're experiencing today in Rivers State, it's not, I don't want to refer to it as dictatorship, but it's not in consonance with, in tandem with the yearnings of the people. In all fairness, the governor of the state, Chibuike Amaechi, I refer to him as the best governor after Diete-Spiff. I call him the modern governor of Rivers State in terms of infrastructure. A lot of people argue if you juxtapose the money he's received so far with what he has done, I mean, it's not comparable. Well, that is not the issue. You might have 1 billion naira, but if you don't have the will to invest that 1 billion naira in your state, you can squander it. So to that extent, I give him the credit. We have the schools, we have good roads, we have hospitals, and what have you. But then, a lot of us are not happy with certain things in the state. Take, for example,
why is a lot of us? Members of the PDP.
Members of the PDP and even Rivers people.
Yeah,
why I say Rivers people is because, this is the PDP affair.
Exactly.
I agree with you. No, I'll come to that. It's a PDP affair. But with what has just happened, with the recent development, so many people have gone back to the PDP. That
recent affair in terms of
the court judgment that recognized Felix Obua as the chairman of the party. Now you look at what happened on Sunday, where they had the Thanksgiving service. I mean, you saw the sea of heads. We are talking about a battle between, so to speak, a serving governor and a minister. Ordinarily, you are inclined towards pacifying, honoring a serving governor, going by our Nigerian mentality. But look at what happened on that day.
Political party mentality.
The political party mentality. But look at what, if you call it that way. But look at what happened that very day. The Port Harcourt Club football field was filled to overflowing. A lot of people were happy with the turnout. And that is as a result of what went on in 2011, why a lot of us left the party for another party.
That's why you went to contest on the platform?
On the platform, yes. I bought the form. I paid the 1 million naira, bought the form. We were supposed to go for screening. And the whole thing became, the more you look, the less you see.
But that's the way.
By this time, no, that's an inter-party affair anyway. The court has even said that. But by this time, we had gone round the 30 wards and the 33 communities in the local government. And a lot of them had asked, are you sure if the governor should prevail on you to step down, you will not step down? Because we don't want a puppet. And I said, I will not. And I will not, the governor will not even do that. Because he gave everybody the impression that it was going to be transparent, free, and fair. So how could I have gone back? I'm looking at my credibility. How could I have gone back to tell them I will no longer contest? So I said the best thing is, go over to ACN, even if you're going to lose the election, although I had the settled conviction I was going to win, but I didn't.
Well,
that's the truth. I'm not there. I'm not in the House of Reps.
So
which simply means I didn't.
At any point in time, ask you to step down for anyone?
No, the governor did not say to me to step down. Rather, at his instance, we had a meeting in Government House where I was prevailed upon to step down.
Who prevailed on you to step down?
It would be very unfair. We are talking of the party bigwigs now. It would be very unfair to mention their names on there. But we are talking of the party.
But it wasn't the governor.
The governor invited us to a meeting in Government House.
Was the meeting supposed to be to ask you to step down?
It was a stakeholders meeting.
To ask you to step
Now,
down?
no, not
or for
me.
something
Not
else?
me. We are many, all as well aspirants as at that time. Now we were invited to government. It was a stakeholders meeting. He addressed us, and now called 1, 2, 3, 4 persons and said, "You go in there and discuss with the push. If this fact is being denied, and I come on air again, I'll mention the names." And we went in, and they said, "You just have to step down."
That's the party.
Yeah, the stalwarts. That's what I mean. In Asalga. And they said, "You just have to step down." And I said, "I will not. Because my integrity is at stake. When I come out tomorrow, nobody will take me seriously. So I can't afford to do that. I'd rather go and lose and let them know that the promise I made to them, I did not disappoint that confidence."
But you know that in the political structure here, correct us if I'm wrong on this one, it is the party that presents candidates. The candidates don't just go by themselves to run for elections. Is that how it works?
You're now talking of the general elections.
No, even
that's what I'm saying. The court has said that intra-party matters are intra-party matters. But what we wanted then was for us to go for primaries. Okay. Where whoever the party wants, it is transparent, will be elected. That's what we wanted. Go for primaries. And not just to select.
Okay, so are you saying, now, we're at the point where we're at the pinnacle of political situation in Rivers State. Are you saying what happened to you is like part of the things that caused what's going on now?
That is what I'm telling you. And you know the interesting aspect of it is that some of those who were part of that thing are the ones now fighting the system.
Let me follow up before you build up on this, because if you say what happened to you is part of what's causing this one, then you have people who ask that, how does that work? Because you insisted on contesting. You went on the platform of ACN. You contested and you didn't win. Perhaps some would say this is what the party hierarchy saw when they were trying to ask some of you all to step down, because you
when you say you didn't win, we are all Nigerians and we know what went on then.
What went on? Tell us. We're not.
There were even cases were reported at the station where voters were intimidated and harassed out of their various units, where result sheets were torn, where some of them were falsified. There were situations like that. I went to court.
Okay.
But for some reasons, withdrew my case.
Why?
To bring in the forensic experts, my dear brother.
But in this case, nobody told you to withdraw the case.
Nobody nobody asked me to withdraw the case.
You know why? Sorry to put you. I really want us to go to the issues because we have already, I think, been able to situate some of those issues which highlighted that the governor, is still one of the best you've seen in recent times. And you say there is a big but here, and the but is that...
Now, that is the but I want to address.
Good.
That's the but I want to address. Now, let's look at the UST crisis, for example. There was an election for the Vice Chancellor. The present Vice Chancellor, the governor has the discretion to choose from among the first three to appoint as a Vice Chancellor. The present Vice Chancellor did not fall within that three. He was foisted on the people. They went on strike. For well over 8-9 months, the lecturers were on strike. A lot of us cried out and condemned it. In 2011, Abiy contested for the governorship of Rivers State. That's why I say what is actually going on is not just PDP per se, because a lot of people who are pleased with what is going on have moved from other parties to join the PDP.
But he was on the platform of
on the platform of ACN. He rented an office for his campaign. Just after he rented the office, they came up with tenement rates, and they closed that office. You see, when you go to equity, you go with clean hands.